Enigio plus XDC, the unsung backbone of digital trade finance. Enigio is the best-kept secret in the $XDC ecosystem. What they bring is not flashy gimmicks, it's the structural backbone that enables digital trade finance. And make no mistake, some of the world's largest financial institutions already know it. They're not whispering about Enigio, they're building with it. JPmorgan, Lloyds Bank, Oracle, the Singapore government, and more have all begun aligning around the mission of digitalizing trade. Why? Because the traditional paper-based protocols that underpin global trade are slow, costly, and brittle. We spend billions every year on printing, couriering, verifying, and chasing signatures. Enigio's promise: drop that overhead by 99.99%, bring legal certainty, and make trade documents born digital. From paper to traceable originals, Enigio's innovation. At the heart of Enigio's offering is Trace, original system to create, issue, transfer, and verify digital original documents with the same legal heft as physical originals. Enigio +1, here's what makes it powerful. Interoperability. After issuance, the digital original is freely transferable and usable by any counterparty, no forced platform onboarding. Enigio +1. Legal compliance. Trace original is designed to satisfy the UNCITRAL model law on electronic transferable records MLETR and other global standards. Enigio +2. Enigio +2. Embedded structure and security. Documents are born digital, with embedded data, cryptographic integrity, and traceability built in, eliminating error-prone OCR or manual retyping. Enigio, zero platform lock-in. Only the issuer needs to use Enigio. Recipients and intermediaries don't need special software or memberships. Enigio +1. In 2023, Enigio completed its first full digital trade transaction. Switching an export from Antwerp gives Delhi into fully digital documents. A process that once took 9 days was compressed into 1. Global Trade Review GTR, no scanning, no couriers. Real original documents, digitally transferred and legally recognized. Institutions are leaning in. This isn't speculative hype. Major institutions are already deploying Enigio's tech in real trade. JPmorgan has partnered with Enigio to digitize the bill of exchange function in trade finance, moving from pilot to production. Global Trade Review GTR. Lloyds Bank integrated Enigio to expand use of digital promissory notes, bills of exchange, and bills of lading in trade finance products. LloydsBankingGroup.com +1. Mercury plus Enigio announced a turnkey service to help financial institutions adopt digital trade documents without heavy IT integration. Enigio. Enigio is a member of XDC's trade finance narrative. Its technology has been demonstrated in MLETR-compliant settings on the XDC chain, XDC Network +1. These moves reflect a deeper truth. Digital trade documentation isn't a separate nice-to-have, it's foundational infrastructure for modern global commerce. Why this matters for XDC? As Enigio becomes embedded as the default standard for digital trade docs, it adds major value to XDC. Built-in utility and demand. Enigio's digital documents often reference or integrate with blockchain layers. As more trade documents flow through or reference XDC infrastructure, usage and demand multiply. Tokenization plus RWA synergy. Once trade becomes tokenized goods, receivables, guarantees the groundwork of legally sound digital documents becomes essential. Enigio's early head start gives XDC an edge. Institutional credibility. When major banks and governments adopt Enigio on XDC-compatible systems, XDC shifts from crypto niche to enterprise trade backbone. Ecosystem stickiness. Entities building systems, tools, or platforms around trade finance will prefer chains with mature support for digital documents. XDC with Enigio integration becomes a default choice. Script for the next cycle. How XDC plus Enigio could ignite together. Catalyst event. A major port, country, or trade corridor issues tens to hundreds of millions in trade flows using Enigio plus XDC. Network growth, corporations, logistics providers, trade finance firms integrate flows. Tokenization surge, receivables, guarantees, trade assets get tokenized with built-in document linkage, i.e., users know provenance rights. Spillover effect, XDC becomes synonymous with global trade rails, not a gamble, but a utility.